Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Voice of the Voices. We're coming to you from OhioCon in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Ansel Young. He's Jerry Jewell.
Hi everyone.
Yes, for today. Hey Jerry, so how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I got to the con last night. Got to hang out with a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm enjoying it. Always enjoy OhioCon.
So, what is it like working in the industry today?
It's really hard to say anything except for it is a pleasure to work in the industry. I do get a little worried sometimes that all the illegal downloading and people selling things that aren't licensed could really affect us one day. It's not so bad right now, but it could never be anything but a joy to do what we get to do. It's we get to take some popular characters, put the American voices to them, and no complaints here.
Now, we ask other voice actors this. What is your favorite anime that you've worked on? I know sometimes it changes over time.
It does. It does.
Just curious about what's yours.
I've been talking about Bakano a lot lately, and the more I talk about it, the more I realize how much I love that show. Tyler Walker directed it, and I play a psychopath, but I get to use an accent, and for voice actors, that's like the holy grail. Not only do I get to play an awesome character, but I get to use an accent as well. So that's the one I've been talking about most. Of course, there's the old ones, the older ones, the Fruits Basket and Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball and all of those. That will always have a special place in my heart, but Bakano's good. Have you seen Toriko? Toriko's pretty. It's not only. I think they did a phenomenal job with that. I watched it in the Japanese, and I was like, okay. And then I saw what Tyler did with it in English, and I was like, well done, sir. Very well done.
Especially like the food puns there.
And most of those came from Tyler. So yeah.
Another show you've worked on, Italia. What was it like working on that?
It's funny for me. Italia is one of those shows that I still have trouble understanding why Russia is so popular. I mean, I get it. I get why they like Russia. As a voice actor, it's hilarious because he hardly ever says anything. So they may see him creeping in the background somewhere, and they're like, "Oh, we love Russia." It's like, but he's not talking. He's not saying anything. And when he does, it's not very much. And then he goes back to creeping. So I'll take it though. He's a very popular character, and I hope I don't offend any Russian people. Because it's a terrible accent.
Now, if you could be any of the characters that you've played and be them in real life, who would you be? And feel free to like mix and match some of their characteristics.
Okay. Let's see. Claire Stanfield from Bakano, because he's almost supernatural. Almost. We think he's human, as far as we know, but I guess he was a gymnast. That was part of his backstory, and so he can do some pretty amazing things physically. I wouldn't want to kill people, though. I know one. Black Blood Brothers, Zelman Clock. I really like that guy. Not only is he a vampire and doesn't age, he's extremely handsome, and he has red eyes. I would like to be him, mostly for the handsome part.
Now, another one of the shows that you worked on, Fruits Basket. What was it like working on that?
Fruits Basket is really the show that allowed me to start going to conventions. That anime is amazingly popular, with good reason. It's a great anime. A lot of people come to me and they say that was the first anime I ever watched, and it's great for that. If you've never seen anime before, that's a good one to start with. It's just a great story, great characters, a lot of heart in that show. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love Fruits Basket. Thank goodness for Fruits Basket.
And another show you worked on, Case Closed. What was it like
Case
working
Closed.
on that?
I miss Case Closed so much. We did 5 seasons of it, and I think 6 movies. And I still want to be Jimmy. I should have thrown him in there as well. I should have thrown him in. His deductive reasoning is what I like about him. I would throw that in there, in with the characters I could be. It was great. I mean, it's another voice acting anomaly for me, is that you hear him every episode, but he's a mental voice, so you don't really have to match flaps.
Right.
So no matter how many lines I had to deliver, I didn't have to match anything most of the time. He came back into his normal form every now and then, but I love it. Being a mental voice is great because you don't have to stick to any pattern or timing, so you have a lot more time to deliver things the way you want to deliver them.
Freedom to
Yeah,
act.
a lot more freedom. So,
Now, is there anything that you've recently worked on that's recently been announced or recently come out that you'd like to talk about or plug?
let's see. The first thing I directed after being hired for Funimation as a director was Blood Sea. That is a good show. Alexis Tipton plays Saya, for those of you that are familiar with the Blood franchise. And Rob McCullum plays Fumito and does an amazing job. It gives me the creeps. And if someone can give me the creeps, they did a good job. You're not giving me the creeps. Doesn't mean you're not doing a good job, but I'm not creeped out by you. If you watch it, you'll know what I mean. Let's see. I directed a show called We Without Wings. Interesting show.
Yeah, I've seen the commercials and I can already imagine.
They recently brought some copies in to give away to the actors that were in it. The ones that want copies of it. Some of them just said, "Nah." But and I looked at it and it said, "Put your tissues to the test." And I went, "All right, okay." But that was another thing. I did direct a little bit of Toriko, which again, thank goodness for Tyler Walker. He kind of kept me straight, so I didn't mess it up too much. And of course, Josh Greeley and Ian Sinclair doing an awesome job in that. I directed the second season of Is This a Zombie, which I guess is This a Zombie of the Dead. Check it out. It's hilarious. And I'm sure there will be more things in the future when I'm able to talk about them.
We understand. Now, a lot of fans sometimes like to follow their voice actors or people in the industry. Do you have any way people can follow what you're doing, like Facebook or Twitter?
I do have a Facebook page, and there's usually right before we go to conventions and whatnot, we let people know where we're going, where we'll be. And we do have a website that is sillygingermonkey.com. That's me, in case you can't guess. I'm the Silly Ginger Monkey. And I guess that's it. And people can go there and request a headshot or an autograph, or if they just want to make a comment, that's perfectly fine. And we generally get back to people eventually. So it's not that we're ignoring you, it's just sometimes it takes time.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's all the questions we have for you today. Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
We're the Ohio guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.